Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jenna. It's been a little bit if you've been watching my videos. I moved, as you can tell. Wow. New scenery. And you could probably also tell some new yarn. I can't control myself, and I should probably talk to somebody about it, but that is not why we're here today. So I have a market coming up, aka tomorrow. I am kind of prepared, kind of not prepared. It's a free market, which is always a plus. I've never done this one before, so I'm curious on the turnout. But since it's free, like, why not do it? I'm not doing anything tomorrow, so it's perfect. I have the day off of work today, which is gas. I can just crochet. I had to take Sushi to the vet just for like an annual checkup. They said that she's fat and needs to go on a diet. So, yeah. So, Sushi got fat shamed at the vet today. So, she's feeling a little self-conscious. She's scurrying around somewhere. I'm just going to quickly go on a rant right now. I feel like I'm super behind on, like, all my stuff. Just because I started work and it's been super busy. And, like, I just finished those custom orders, or the custom order for all the cowboy hats that I should have had done, like a month ago, but I just have not had the time. I also had my sister's wedding and I was moving and it was just been chaos. So I finally got that done yesterday, and so I'll have to drop that off. I also got another custom order for a Bulbasaur Pokemon and a Pikachu. So I finished the Bulbasaur. So he's right there. It's an acrylic. They ordered from me before and they got a Charmander and what's the other one? Squirtle. And then that was like for Christmas, and I guess the kids really liked it, so they're reordering to get like the starter Pokemons. I need to work on the Pikachu, and that needs to be sent out. She said early August, so I probably will work on that as I'm at the market if it's not super busy. Hopefully I can't work on it because it will be so busy. I'm manifesting. All right. I think the first thing I'm going to do is I started a turtle yesterday and I need to finish that. And then we'll figure out what I'm going to do next. So it's been like 20 minutes. I had already finished I almost call these wings, the fins of the turtle. So I have the back fins and the front fins. And then I just finished the head of the turtle. It feels a lot smaller than I remember. This is the Crochet by Jenna pattern. I just need to finish the tail and then I'll like start on the shell and the body. But I'm getting a little hungry. What's going on here? I'm getting a little hungry, and I do have a free 6-piece chicken nugget or like chicken tender bite thing at Chick-fil-A. Should I get it? I don't know. Like, just because Sushi's on a diet doesn't mean I have to be on a diet. Oh, also, by the way, I didn't plug in my mic. Let me know if it's even worth plugging in my mic. I feel like the audio doesn't make too much of a difference. And if I'm holding a mic, I have to be, like, super conscious of not, like, booming into it. Excuse me. So I think I'm gonna drive to Chick-fil-A, pick up my nuggets, and then go to Michael's. All right, I'll be back, and hopefully I will be full from my Chick-fil-A. Okay, so I am back. I've secured the bags. The Chick-fil-A bag is sitting over there. It's empty because the second I got it, I ate it. As for yarn, I got one thing of the Sweet Snuggles Light in Daffodil, I believe. I did not know Sweet Snuggles Light had a yellow yarn, so that was great to find out because I can make like whatever I want with it. And I got a Sweet Snuggles Light in baby green. Sweet Snuggles Light white. It's supposed to be Sweet Snuggles Light, I believe, unless I messed up. But this is in lavender, which is fine. Like, I can still use this because I do use the regular. I just don't use it as much because it makes everything ginormous, and usually I have to price it higher. Let me see if it was me or them. Yeah, it was them. Like I'm ever wrong. Just kidding. Yeah, that's okay though, because I mean, like I said, I can still use it. Last but not least, I just got Classic Cotton in the color Bubblegum for like bandanas, stuff like that. So that is it. Look who I found. It's the Oompa Loompa. Did the vet call you chubby? It's okay, Mama still loves you. She growled the entire time we were at the vet. She was being stinky, but that's okay. Right? So I finished the turtle. This is what it looks like. Super cute. And now I don't really know what I want to work on next. I'm also feeling like I want to take a nap, which I know I shouldn't, but also fighting the urge to take a nap is so hard because I know it's gonna feel so good if I go to take a nap. We'll see. If I'm going to do anything, it'd probably be like a bandana. Maybe I need to go take a nap. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do the mini turtle pattern for basically exactly what I just did, just because I only have so much yarn left, so I don't think I can get another like full-size turtle out of it. So we'll see if like the mini turtle, this will be enough. I'm gonna crochet until I possibly fall asleep. I don't know. This is also not grease, this is hair gel. I just took my hair down, so everyone relax. 21, 21, can you do something for me? Okay, so it is much later and I have finished a small turtle, and it used all of the green yarn and all of this like Sweet Snuggles Light Blossom. So yeah, so I got 2 turtles done today, different sizes, and I'm gonna go to bed now. Market prep starts at 7:30, so I'll probably have to leave here at like 7. So it's gonna be a long day. All right, so I'm at the market. They say dress to impress. Next question. I just set up. I'm curious on how the turnout's gonna be because I feel like half the vendors didn't even show up. But that's okay. Obviously there's other crocheters because that just seems to be the vibe now, which is fine. But yeah, I don't think I can record much just because my phone didn't charge last night. So I'll probably update after the market. So I'm gonna break down everything from the market. For you, it's been half a second. For me, it's been 2 weeks. I didn't want to do it right after the market because I was exhausted, and then I had to study for a board exam. So this kind of came last. By the way, I passed. So thanks for asking. As far as the festival, it actually went really well. I was not expecting a great turnout, just because when I showed up, there was probably 10 to 20 vendors missing. I just feel like that's not a good sign of like people obviously weren't trying to rush to get into the festival, like vendors as far as that. But, and there was also other, like, I think there was like 5 or 6 people who crocheted, which is fine. But then in the beginning, I was a little nervous that like, all right, well, if there's so many people and I was more towards the back, that like most of the time people are gonna buy ahead, you know? And that because like there was no, I don't know, like, what's that called? Like management, but of like too many people selling the same things. There wasn't like any of that, like where they like limit certain vendors. Like, so if there was only like 2 or 3 crocheters, so then it's not super saturated. And it also happened to be that like all the crochet vendors were selling like amigurumi, so there wasn't like a difference in like crochet clothing or anything like that. And everyone who was there, like all their stuff was really good. But it just makes it harder to do well, I guess, because there are so many people doing the same thing. So anyways, I digress. But I actually did pretty well, so there was no booth fee, which is always a plus. And I go into it knowing that like, okay, even if I make like $20, like, yeah, I might have wasted my time, but I'm still like making a profit and I'm getting my stuff out there, so whatever. But I ended up making $304, which was really good. And I sold 29 things. So what's going on with my voice? Me. The one item that sold pretty well, I sold 4 of them, were the pickles, which I like tagged them as emotional support pickles, which I think is a popular concept. And I also put like mustaches on them just to, give it some type of flair. Though I only sold 4 and I think I had like 9 there. I'm not really sure, but that was something that like drew people in, and there was a lot of people being like, oh my god, this is so funny, like so cute, and then wouldn't buy it, but it was still like bringing them into, my table. I also will say that my big dinosaur that I have was bringing in a lot of people too. I didn't tag that with a price just because I'm charging $100 for it just because it's huge and it took a lot of work and a lot of material. But if I tag it and someone like comes to my booth and looks at that and be like, oh, these prices are so unreasonable, this is like $100, I'm not gonna even look. While I have stuff for like $5, $6. So I decided to not tag it, and if people were actually interested, like I would tell them that, yeah, this is like my biggest item, it's $100, but I do have more affordable stuff. So, and I don't really expect that to sell. If it does, that would be like the best day ever, but also it is a great like eye catcher for like across. I'm just gonna stop talking. There wasn't like one thing that sold super well. I like track everything that I sell. I use GoodNotes, which is on my iPad. But I really like everything was all over the place. I will say that my polymer clay, earrings, stickers, it's super inconsistent with each craft fair. Like I have a hard time making items that like sold really well at a previous market to sell well at a future one, just because you're gonna get different people, and not everyone's gonna be interested. Like my polymer clay earrings did really well at this one fair, and I almost like sold out of them, and my crochet like wasn't super popular. And then other times it's the opposite. Same thing with my stickers of like sometimes I'm like selling out of all my stickers, but like I think I sold 1 or 2. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that like just because something does really well at one market, it could be a total flop for the next, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't like put that out on your table. Philosophy is like have more out, and then you're reaching a wider population of consumers. I'm actually being a hypocrite because I didn't put everything out at the festival, and because I was like, well, I have a shit ton of stuff on my table. Like I think I had like 3 or 4 plushies in a bag, and someone came by and was like, oh, like I'm looking for something for like a nursery, blah blah blah. And they were like, oh, like that might be cute, whatever. And I was like, oh, like what are you looking for? She's like, well, I don't really know. I mean, it's Winnie the Pooh themed, and like all this stuff. And I was like, don't feel obligated, but I actually do have like a bear that happens to be yellow and red and look like Winnie the Pooh, but isn't Winnie the Pooh. in my bag that I just didn't put out yet. Like, if you want that, I could give it to you. And obviously, she had to pay for it. I'm not giving out free stuff. What do I look like, a charity? It's like, oh my God, this is so cute. Yeah, I'm definitely buying this. And like, I just happened to ask a question about like her nursery or whatever, but if that was already out, then I wouldn't have had to do investigating. So that just food for thought. So as far as my next event, it's not going to be till September. I don't have anything lined up. August is kind of busy for me right now, so I'm going to do a lot of prepping. My next market is going to be one that's been popular in the past years, so I'd rather have like a big stock and not like be rushing to do stuff last second. If you like these kind of videos, let me know. If you want to like and comment and subscribe. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers. Like, I'm gonna have to start walking around these parts being like, no pictures, please stop. No, I'm gonna go now. This is like awkward. How do I end this? Maybe just a hard stop, or